Hi, this is Billy Joe with Moon Goddess 114433, and I am bringing you another pick a card reading. This one is for your love relationship. Now, this is not for people who are single. This is for people who's been in a relationship. This is the current energies, and I'm also going to look into the future energies. Now, before I get started, I do want to remind everybody that for January, I do have the Twin Flame special going on for an in-depth Twin Flame reading for only $20. This is the last week of January, so you might want to go ahead and shoot me an email if you're interested at moongoddess114433@gmail.com to go ahead and set up your appointment to get your reading done. Also, I want to thank all my new subscribers that have joined me. I want to thank all my subscribers that's been here with me since the very beginning. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the comments, all the feedback, I even appreciate the criticism. I do have a little promotion going on. I'm trying to, do something extra for everyone who... I get people who donate to my channel, and I so appreciate it. And to show my appreciation, I figure everyone who donates $2 or more, I'm going to put their name in a drawing. And after I hit 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to draw for 5 free in-depth readings of your choice, whatever you want readings on. You could do it live via Google Hangouts, or you can have your own video uploaded onto YouTube on a private link. And just so you know what your donations go to, for example, I've had problems uploading my videos because I only have my internet on my smartphone. Well, I do have my appointment for my internet. It's going to be hooked up on Friday. The man's coming in to install my satellite and get everything set up on Friday, and I'm so excited. It also goes for new cards and things to improve my channel. So, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I have some amazing subscribers. Y'all are all my soul family, and I love y'all so much. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started now. So we have 3 piles here. Pile 1 is the Red Jasper. Pile 2 is the gold Pyrite. I think I said that right. And pile 3 is the blue Kyanite. I think I said these correctly. I don't know. Just a little sliver of it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the reading now. Let me move these other cards out of the way. Move my cookies because I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know if it's this most recent shift. But I know the shift we just went through. It was hell, y'all. Oh my goodness, it was hell. It's like from in between Christmas and New Year's Eve, it's like it started. And then from then until just recently, it's like just like the other day, yesterday, the day before, all of a sudden it just lifted. Like these heaviness just lifted. It was massive. So, whew, I'm so glad that's over with. But it's a good thing because when we go through shifts, there's growth. There's always growth in it. Anyways, enough of that. I'm going to start on. I'm being all chatty Cathy today. So, we're starting with pile 1 with the Red Jasper. Okay. Let's first look into the cards I'm using. I'm going to have to repeat this every time now because I didn't do it in the first video. The cards I'm using is my new decks, the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot, and the however you say that, Klimt Tarot. Klimt, I don't know, Tarot. They're beautiful cards though. Okay. For your current energies, I have the High Priestess, the Four of Swords, and the World card. So, set these to the side for now. So, let me look at these. So, when we have the High Priestess, okay, so this is someone who's strong and highly spiritual. The High Priestess is. She follows her intuition, but she's not in a rush, okay? So there may not seem to be any action going on right now, because we are looking at the current love energy with these first set of cards. So this is a spiritual relationship. It could be a soulmate, a twin flame. I'm not going to say whether it is or not. I'm just saying it falls in those kind of terms. So it could be a high level soulmate, but it is a spiritual connection. But of course, I'm taking there's not any action right now, because, you know, the High Priestess, she's not in a rush. She's not in a hurry. She knows what she has, and she feels stable and confident, because, you know, she has the red pomegranate flower, which is a symbol, you know, and the horns do symbol strength in fruition, blossoming. So even though there may not be any movement at the time, there is a lot of strength in this. And then you have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords represents quiet time and time to recharge, rest, and recovery. It represents meditation, sleeping, and recognizing your personal space. You know, it's like he's letting go, you know, he's letting his mind be free. He's letting his worries go, you know. So I'm taking it that right now, because you have both the High Priestess and the Four of Swords, there's no movement. You're not seeing any movement right now, because it's a time for reflection and letting things go, okay? That's part of being in a spiritual connection anyways. Learning to let go of things that no longer serve you, you know, because it is a spiritual connection, okay? Then you have the World card. With the World card coming up, that pretty much tells me everything is as it should be right now. No, you may not be seeing any movement, any progress, or any action right now in this relationship, but you're where you need to be. You know, in this card, she's like up in the clouds, so she's kind of escaped drama. She's escaped worries, and the noise that comes along with everyday life. You know, she's pretty much gotten to where she needs to be by strength and determination. And I say that because she's got the ram's horns. She's, you know, she's strong. She's secure. So basically, you're taking time out to, you need to recognize all that you've gotten. Because the World card, this is like, you know, on a treasure map, X marks the spot. So you've come up, so that tells me you've come a long way. Plus, you know, even though he's resting, look at all them stairs. So this is a relationship that's strong. Y'all probably been through a lot. And it's just time to just stop and rest and recognize how far you've come, how much y'all have accomplished together. Okay? And that's the current energies. Now for the future energy, we have for the Klimt cards, let's see. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Look how beautiful that card is. We have the Judgment. And we have King of Pentacles. Okay. So for your future energy of your relationship, with the 10 of Pentacles, so this represents, the 10 of Pentacles represents security, security within the family unit, wealth, abundance, a prosperity. I mean, look at this. Of course, get all them coins up in the trees. Make it rain, right? And then you got this home with the lush trees and greenery all around it. This is just really a prosperous family setting, a home setting. Okay. Then you have Judgment. So with Judgment, you know, Judgment lots of times represents choices or coming to a crossroads. It also represents what comes around goes around. So you get what you deserve. What you put forth comes back to you. So with this card, I'm just sensing, because, you know, it looks like they're moving up. They're traveling up. So it's like awakening from slumber. They're like awakening. So where your current energy is, you know, you're resting. Here you are, you're waking up. And you're waking up to abundance. So in your future, you'll be waking up to abundance. And entering a new phase. Okay. And you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is reliable, stable, traditional in the earthly 3D sense of traditional. And there's endurance. It also represents financial security. So you'll be waking up, and your future energies is waking up from your rest and rejuvenation that you're currently going through. And after taking this rest, you're going to start walking into abundance with your relationship. Some of you may actually even have financial abundance and prosperity. So this is going to be basically, because this two Pentacles is earth. So it's going to be stable and it's going to be grounded. Okay. So this is a lovely reading for those that picked number 1. If it resonated, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to move on to those that picked number 2. Okay. Number 2, for those that picked the gold Pyrite. Pyrite. It's also called Fool's Gold. It's supposed to bring abundance. So, and just for those that don't know, I used the 8 Coins Tarot. Tattoo Tarot. And the Klimt Tarot for this reading. Okay, so let's look into your future energies. You have the Death card. The King of Wands. And the 10 of Cups. Okay. So, with the Death card, so when you have the Death card, it represents moving past big changes, moving past a chapter, moving past a cycle, and beginning a new one. Sometimes the ending of the cycles are painful, and there's a lot of confusion, maybe some grief, before moving forward. And sometimes these represent overwhelming changes that you weren't prepared for. Because, she got the tear coming down, you got the skeleton death facing her, and she's got the tears coming down, she's grieving, she's hurt. It was kind of unexpected. But then you have the sunshine in here coming out. You got the butterfly that represents transformation. So, so be prepared that what you're going through now, currently, what you've been going through, you're now going through a new phase. You're now facing a new day. I'm getting that this is behind you, because we're talking about your current energy. Your current energy is the new day. I'm feeling like you've suffered some grief and some loss, some heartbreak, okay? But you also have the King of Wands in your current energy. So the King of Wands, now this is strong and intense, okay? This is focusing your goals and moving forward by using communication skills and confidence to build your empire. So, and also for some of you, I'm getting, I see the lizard here. And in many cultures, the lizard, seeing a lizard represents birth. So I'm getting, especially with all these cards together, let me just go ahead and talk about card 3 first. So, Spirit. Okay. So card 3 is the 10 of Cups. So in this 10 of Cups, you see they've got this little cabin here. It just looks so inviting and cozy, She's got the word love tattooed on her for, pure love. He's got this mandala here that represents peace and balance. I'm just, you may not have much currently, but it's like love is all you need, right? So this card represents loving family, comfort, happiness, coziness, in the family life. So when I look at all these 3 cards together, for some of you, and it's because of the lizard, not all of you, but some of you are going to resonate with, I'm feeling like some of you may have suffered miscarriages, but there's going to be an addition to your family. You're going to get pregnant again, and there's going to be an addition to your family. For others of you, this is representing, maybe you've suffered heartbreak in the past, and but now new passions are awakened, and you're finding your happy ever after. Okay? Those are the current energies for number 2. Let's look into the future energies. So for the future energies for pile number 2, we have the Sun card. We have the Hermit. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. Some of you may be singing lullabies in the future. Let me go ahead and see what this is telling me. Okay. Okay. So you have the Sun, right? And the Sun, I mean, look at them couples embraced. It's just, doesn't that give you some wonderful, happy, bursting, beautiful feels? I mean, look at it. This is like, for me, the Sun card represents walking in your truth and being authentic to who you are and realizing that you are complete in yourself. It represents safety and sunshine and healing, happiness, contentment. I mean, look how content they look. Okay. So your future energy is going to be full of happiness and contentment and just joy. And then you have also the Hermit card. So a lot of people, for some readings, I would interpret this as going into like hermit mode and going into solitude, but mixed with the Sun card first. You know, it's a couple. It shows a couple, okay? But then you have the Hermit card. So what I'm getting from this is the couple. I'm getting that for some of you, it's a couple. And you're going to be getting away from, it's like moving away from the crowd is what I'm sensing. Like maybe some of you may reside with, say you may live with your in-laws. Or you may live with your parents, you and your husband, or you or your counterpart. Or whatever. Some of you live with family or with friends, but you're going to be moving out of that and going into y'all's own little world, your own little space, okay? And okay, thank you, Spirit. And then there's some of you that's not going to resonate with all of you. For a small fraction of you, this is so weird. I'm getting you need to get off the internet and spend more time with your family and loved ones. And so to get that comfort and happiness, you're going to have to disconnect from the network. I don't know who that little message is for, but it's for somebody. And then you have the Three of Pentacles, which is, creativity. It leads to success through teamwork and being appreciated for your unique skills and what you bring to the table. And like I said earlier, some of you may be singing lullabies. So I get that really, really strongly. For those of you who are not having kids, this is basically saying, y'all's just going to, look at these couples. It's like going to bring out, it's like y'all against the world, y'all two together, and just becoming a team. Okay. So if this resonated with you, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to move on to those that picked pile 3. This is with the blue Kyanite. Very pretty color. Okay, and so I'm showing you the decks that I'm using. The 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. This is one of my new decks, and my other new deck, Klimt Tarot. These are very beautiful cards as well. So, for your current energy, we have the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, and the Hierophant. Okay. Whew. This is a heavy energy, y'all. I picked pile 3. Okay. So the 10 of Swords. This is a very heavy energy. It's feeling like you've hit rock bottom. Like this is the worst of the worst. Like you feel like you've never hurt this deep before. It's like vein deep, And it's pretty much an overkill. If you look at this, he's been overkilled. Like, that's like a crime of passion. Seriously. Look, and he's got his hands up here. And he's like, oh, this is just kind of a grotesque kind of card. But it's acknowledging that your pain is real. Your pain is so intense and it's real. But know that now there's nowhere else to go but up. You got the sunshine coming in, down there. Right now, you're suffering a lot of pain. Like you feel it vein deep, but you got the blossoms and you got the sun coming out. So even though the water's all choppy right now, just know there's nowhere else to go but up, and there's sunshine gonna break in the new dawn. Okay. And you have the 5 of Cups. So this is heartache, loss, mourning. You know, you got this figure walking down a path, and it's like she's so heartbroken. Her eyes are shut, and she's got these tears. She can't even bear to watch him leave. Okay. You got these 3 cups. She can't bear the heartbreak and the grief. Okay. But what you have to notice in the card is there's that candlelight shining. There's the blossoms blossoming, all the new blossoms blossoming in the 2 of Cups. So you really feel like this is the worst, and like maybe there's no chance for anything. It's like I get the feeling that some of you are like, there's not a chance of us getting back together. This is the end. This is the finality. This is the final, but know that there are lessons to be learned in this, and hope for new beginnings, because you do have the light. You have all these blossoms. You got them 2 cups. You got the 2 cups. Look at the 2 cups. Don't worry about the spilt cups. I mean, I'm not saying don't worry about it. That was wrong to say that. That's not what I meant. But, I mean, what you feel is really real, but try to remember you still got the 2 cups there. Okay? And don't give up hope. Make sure you don't close your heart out. You want to, it's like I feel like a lot of you are wanting to close your heart right now. But just, oh, this is so heavy. I'm feeling it so deep. But remember to move forward with an open heart. Be optimistic, like the candle burning. Okay? And then you have the Hierophant. To me, the Hierophant is represents traditional relationships. Like traditional marriage, traditional, in 3D sense. I'm just sitting here crying, tears crying. Whew. I've burnt all my sage. Y'all, I caught my sage on fire. I mean, I thought I put it out, and I put it in my little bowl I have with sand in it. And I thought I had put it out completely, and then I left the room. And I went into the other part of the house, and next thing I knew, there was smoke everywhere. And I came running back to my workspace, my room, and I opened the door, and it was so full of smoke, y'all. I burnt the whole stick of sage and the bowl it was in. It was horrible. I had to open all the windows. It was horrible. Anyways, I get distracted easy. I'm sorry. So, if you look at this card, it has 2 heads. To me, it kind of represents the right brain and the left brain. And being able to think in union, not being closed-minded, so to speak. It has a scarab beetle, which represents... A scarab beetle represents movement in life. In movement of the sun, it represents time and metamorphosis, and in higher growth, okay? So your current energy, with all of this is, yes, your pain is real. Yes, you've went through this. You've got heartbreak and grief in your mourning. But through this, there is optimistic hope. because you are going to grow spiritually on your journey. You're going to grow in strength. Okay? You're going to heal. You know, the Hierophant card lets me know you're going to heal from this. Okay? These are your current energies. Okay? Let's see what your future energy is, those that picked pile 3. Take a deep breath. And release. Okay. So you have the 8 of Wands. Okay. That looks good. You have the 5 of Pentacles. That looks good. You have the Fool card. You know, the Fool card's a pretty good card. This kind of looks kind of weird. I mean, he's got his dang just hanging out all willy-nilly for everybody to look at. So, well, thank you, Spirit, for releasing that. So you have the 8 of Wands. So, to me, the 8 of Wands, you know, the 8 of Wands in the traditional tarot is you just see all these wands flying through the air, right? Here I am motioning like you can see me. So, and with this card, you can see it's like they let their arms lifted up. They're in motion, okay? So, with the 8 of Wands, it does represent motion and activity, and it's wands, so it represents swiftness. It's fast moving. It can be a message coming in, but mostly to me, the 8 of Wands represents like Cupid's arrows, the arrows of love, okay? And then you have the 5 of Pentacles. So she's kind of bowed and she's like hopeful, and it's like when you're like, oh please let it happen, oh please let it happen. And so she's got all this hope. But the 5 of Pentacles also represents pure love, affection, commitment. For some of you, you're gonna be making love a lot. It also represents for some married life, for better or for worse. Sticking it out through thick and thin. And if for some of you, it's going to represent reconciliation. But for a lot of you, you're going to be having some making love. I mean, like, she's like, oh, please. She's facing her, you know, the Fool. And he's like all embarrassed because his dick ain't even hard. Let's not even go there. I'm sorry. The Fool. Done with this one. No. The Fool in regular tarot represents fresh starts and new beginnings and taking that leap of faith. I don't even know why he's looking all embarrassed. He might need a Viagra. I don't know. I have no idea. That's it. I'm done. I'm glad I finally had something to laugh about with y'all in deck 3. Whew. Michaela, my daughter, if you're watching this video, don't watch the Fool. Don't look at the Fool card. Okay, thank y'all that watched. If it resonated, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Deuces, I am out with that one.